You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Front desk? This is room 14, yeah. Jackie Rhodes. Listen, I was just wondering... What? No, I already paid you for the week. Sure I did. Didn't I? Well, I thought I did. No problem. I'll drop it off downstairs first thing in the morning. That's right. Cash, same as always. Yeah. You know I always pay my rent. One thing about me, I ain't no welcher. I got a big payday coming tonight. Anyway, the reason I called. Can I ask you a question? No, that ain't it. I know you don't do room service. I was just wondering, is my phone working okay? Uh-huh. Well, the reason I ask is I'm expecting a call. A real important call, and... You sure? Not a one, huh? No, I ain't been out of the room. See, I've been waiting right here for this very important call, and... You would have put it through to me, wouldn't you? Sure. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Am I ever going to get my air conditioner fixed? Well, when the super shows up tomorrow, ask him again. Leave him a note or something. It must be 100 degrees in here. Yeah. Thanks. Come on, George. Come on. You said you was going to call. Oh, what a night. Can't even go out for a cup of coffee. Yeah. Oh, hi, George. Fine. You too? Nothing much. Yeah, well, I've been sitting here waiting. That's right. Expecting a call. From you, of course. Yeah, George. Yeah, sure is a hot night, ain't it? Uh-huh, George. George, I was just wondering what kind of job you had in mind tonight. Well, now, look, I've been sitting here 3-4 hours, and if you want to know the truth, I've been roasting to death and like to go out of my mind. All I'm asking you is... George, hey, whoa, will you listen to me? Will you listen? I'm not trying to cop out. I am definitely not trying to cop out, all right? I just wanted to know what kind of... Well, because I got a tendency towards nerves, George. Well, you can sit in a hotel room only so long, and it's such a hot night. George, I ain't complaining. Whatever the job is, I'm up for it. Sure. You got a number one boy here is what you got. You know that. And I'm going to do the job for sure. George? Must have got cut off. Oh. Man, oh man, I better be ready. Comb my hair and everything. Oh. Looking pretty good in the mirror there, Jackie boy. Yeah. Real sharp.
This is Mr. Jackie Rhodes, age 34. If there were a who's who for nickel and dime crooks, con men, and small-time grifters, his chronology would state the following. Simply that he was born in New York City, went to a boys' reformatory at age 11, followed by a state penal institute at age 19. He has been picked up along with the usual suspects on every count from petty larceny to extortion to assault with a deadly weapon. And where some men leave the mark of their lives only as a brief record of a fragmentary existence on earth, this man leaves a blot, a dirty, discolored blemish, to document a cheap and undistinguished sojourn amongst his betters. What you're about to witness in this room, and particularly in the chipped and dusty mirror above the dresser, is a strange kind of mortal combat between a man and himself. For in just a moment, Mr. Jackie Rhodes, whose entire life has been given over to fighting adversaries of one sort or another, will meet his most formidable opponent to date, his own reflection, as seen in the mirror of a cheap Skid Row hotel room that just happens to be located in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone, and our story, A Nervous Man in a $4 Room, starring Adam Baldwin with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you, George?
In the pink. And how are you, Jackie?
I'm all right. I'm all right, George. I've just been kind of nervous about the action tonight. You know, I was wondering what you had in mind.
What a gorgeous place you got, Jackie.
Yeah. $4 a night. You can't go wrong.
No, you can't go wrong. But you can get roasted to death in the heat or poisoned by small creatures. You ever see any cockroaches in here?
Nah. Me and the roaches, we got an understanding.
That's good. How about rats? You have to set traps?
No rats.
That's good. Real good. Personally, I hate rats. Know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Say, listen, George, what about tonight? What's the job, anyway?
Does it make any difference?
Difference? No, don't make a difference. I was just wondering. Just wondering what you had in mind.
What would you like to do, Jackie? What's your heart's desire?
Are you kidding me, George? You're pulling my leg, ain't you?
No, I asked you a question. Simple as that.
Well, if it was up to me, I'd like something with some decent odds for a change.
What's that?
It's just that I'm all the time getting the hard stuff, George. Last 2 times I almost got picked up waiting out front in the car. Remember the heist?
I remember.
That stuff ain't for me, George.
No?
Because if they pick me up one more time, that's 3 strikes and out. I'm long gone and for good. Oh, it's so hot in here, George. Ain't it? Ain't it hot?
Anybody ever tell you what you look like?
How do you mean?
No? Well, I'll tell you. Like a man trying to catch a subway at 5 o'clock at night. You always look like somebody's squeezing you through a door just before the train pulls out.
Let me go.
What do you do to sleep at night, Jackie? Curl up in a locked closet?
Well, now, look, George, I ain't knocking you. I don't know why you all the time gotta knock me. All I want from you is...
Yeah?
All right. What's the job I gotta do?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackie. Tonight I'm gonna let you be a man. I'm gonna let you show some muscles for a change. No shakedowns, no deliveries to a fence, nothing little. Tonight, Jackie, you're getting up in the world. So I got a little present for you.
Whoa, what's that?
What do you think it is? 22 special.
I don't want it.
Well, careful, it's loaded.
What do I need a gun for?
Well, I'll tell you. Old man runs a little bar on 38th Street, between Lexington and 6th. Feisty old bum, always giving us trouble. Don't like to pay off for the jukebox we got him. Don't like to pay off for the protection. We lecture him all the time and he spits in our eye. How do you like that for gratitude? Well, you don't keep this kind of stuff a secret for long. Lots of people hear about it. We go to another place and we say, "Here you are, pal, here's your bill for the jukebox." And you know what, Jackie? They want to spit in our eye, too. They hear there's an old gleep on 38th Street who don't pay, so why should they pay? Till tomorrow morning, when they find the old gleep sprawled out over his bar. And you know what? Everybody else falls in line real quick like. Now that's simple, ain't it, Jackie? Even you can understand that.
Kill him? You want me to kill him?
You're the one, Jackie. I just stopped by to tell you. And give you your present.
George, I can get set up just for carrying that thing. You ever heard of the Sullivan Act? George, take it with you, please. This one ain't for me.
Jackie, you're in hock to me all the way up to your collar buttons. So don't tell me what's for you and what isn't.
But I ain't never done anything like this before.
There's always a first time.
No, George, no. I'm strictly for breaking and entering. I'm nickel and dime. You put me in an alley and I'll do a mug job, but I gotta do it from behind. George, I got no guts. That's me, understand? You know that. I simply got no guts. Why don't you get somebody else? Get a couple of torpedoes.
That's why I need you, Jackie. Because my old barkeep knows every torpedo I got on the line. He wouldn't let him in the front door. You, he don't know. So you're the one.
But George, you know me. I'm a gutless wonder.
Tonight you gotta get guts, Jackie. I don't care where from. Look under the bed or go buy some. Or get them on the corner. But you find him and you do the job. The bar closes at 2. You beat her when he's about to lock up, and then you do it.
George! George!
I'll be back here at 2:30. If I find out that you welched on me, that you chickened out, you are dead.
Please, George, please! Thanks a lot, George. Thanks a lot. Oh, never used a gun before. Never. What are you looking at in the mirror? Yeah, you, Jackie Rhodes. Some tough guy, huh? Look at you. So what's the beef? What's the big deal? All you have to do is go out there and get rid of an old guy, some dopey old guy, probably 90 years old, probably 100 years old. That's all, some old gleep. That's what George called him, a gleep. And you can't even do the job. Well, I wish I could trade you in. Yeah, another model. Because this one's all dented and rusted out and don't work right no more. And it's scared. It's all the time scared. Why? Huh? Why are you so scared? Man, it all comes down to this. Took you a long time to get here. Real long. How many nights in the tank? How many months in stir? How many hours in cheap, dirty hotel rooms like this one? $4 a night to roast to death. Oh, what a way. What a long, miserable way. And for what? What do I got to show? A $4 hotel room and lots of security. Oh yeah, just like a floating crap game. Look at you in the mirror. Yeah, you look at yourself for once in your life. Sweating like a pig, biting your nails. And those eyes, those beady, scared little eyes. George better stick with apples and oranges. He better start squeezing cantaloupes for a living, because he ain't no judge of people. Not this one. Jackie Rhodes, the big-time killer. Killer Rhodes. Well, I know you, Jackie Rhodes, and you ain't no killer. You're as softy as what you are, a great big soft bowl of oatmeal. You got no bones in your body. When the good Lord passed out spines, you must have gone for a beer and missed out. Oh, I wish I could trade you in on a new model. I swear to heaven, I wish I could trade you in right now. No matches. Great. A cigarette and no more matches. That is me all over. That's my little Jackie, halfway. Always halfway. Story of my life. A left-handed guy in the cafeteria line, a one-armed paper hanger, an icebox salesman at the North Pole. Need a match? Huh? Go on. Light yours off mine if you want. Who are you? Well, who do you think? The name's Rhodes. Pleased to meet you, Jackie. What do you say? Oh! Take it easy, Jackie. Come on back over here. Let's you and me have a talk. Yeah. Oh, you and me, we'll have a talk. Real heart to heart. Me in the mirror. We'll have a big, long talk, just the two of us. The two of us. So this is the way it happens, huh? I've had it. I've had it. All my marbles gone. Finally. This is the way, right? Right here in this room. No, that's not the way it happens. You're all right. Pinch yourself. You didn't flip out. You're rational. You're sane. No, you got a different kind of problem, Jackie, my man. Very different. I'd say we've got different kinds of problems. And you're telling me that you're... I happen to be you, Jack. And you happen to be me. Say that again? Nice arrangement. Keeps it simple, don't you think? Let me get this straight. You're me and I'm you? Oh man, this is crazy. Really crazy. This is nuts. Look at it this way, Jackie. I'm part of you. Another part. An alter ego, that sort of thing. You get the drift? I'm the Jackie Rhodes who might have been. Oh, come on. I think he would have been called John Rhodes. A long time ago, Jackie, a very long time ago, you were up for grabs, you might say. You could have gone one way or the other. You could have turned out my way or your way. Take your pick. Well, you did. And it turned out your way. Your way, Jackie. This way. You understand what that means? No. No, I don't understand. What do you mean, my way? Your way's cheap, weak, scared, half vulture and all mouse. That's what you are, Jackie. So knock me. Go ahead and knock me. I'm this and I'm that. So what? Whatever I am, buddy, I got flesh, I got bones, and I breathe. And in just a couple hours from now, I'm going to put the finger on somebody and I'm going to cash in. So what do you do for a living? Haunt people in mirrors? Can you pull a heist? Can you kiss a dame? Can you count a roll? Can you cash your chips? Oh, listen to me. Listen to me having a big argument with a piece of glass. Well, listen, glass, I'm leaving. I'm pulling out. I've had it with you. I'm a mouse, huh? Well, you're nothing. Imagination, that's all you are. You're a big fat dream is all. Forget it, will ya? I gotta get ready now. Wash my face. Whoa, some dream. I must have been asleep for a minute. Jackie. Whoa, what are you doing in here? How can you be in this mirror too? Go ahead, Jackie. Finish washing up. It's a big night. You leave me be. I know what I'm doing. You ain't even real. Stay calm. Get away. I'll shoot you if I have to. I mean it. Then where'll you be? In a million pieces, that's where. You can't kill me, Jackie. Because I'm not out here. I'm in you. No matter where you go, I'll be right there. In a store window, in a shiny car, the water in the gutter, I'll be there. I'll always be there. You get away! You get away from me! Oh, don't fold up on me now, just between you and me, old friend. There's a lot that's got to get settled tonight. A whole lot. That's right, Jackie. You got a big night ahead of you. We both do. What time is it, Jackie? Leave me alone. I thought you were going someplace. Yeah, I'm going someplace. What's it to you? What's it to me? Everything. It's everything to me. Whatever you do is everything to me. Get it? Yeah, I get it. I get it. Your watch stopped, Jackie? What? Check the clock by the bed. It's getting late. Later than you think. Get off my case, will you? Oh, this is rich. Nutso, that's what it is. Really wild. I'm talking to myself in the mirror and I'm hearing answers. I'm really off my rocker. I must be... Of course you're talking to yourself. That's what I am. A part of yourself. A part deep down inside that never came out before, so you couldn't see it. You never let it come out. Never let me come out. But there were moments, weren't there? Remember? What are you yapping about? Moments. When I still had a chance. Do you remember any of the moments, Jackie? The first one, for example. The very first moment. The first decision. What moment? What decision? We were 8 years old. I was never 8 years old. Oh, yes, you were. We were. If I can remember it, you can. In grade school. The teacher, Miss Sanders. Remember how nice she was? Always had a smile, and she wore a little locket around her neck.
It was the class picnic. She was walking along in the park, pointing out the birds and the trees. We never knew there were so many different kinds of trees.
Nobody ever took me to the park before.
And the clasp on the locket broke, and she took the gold chain off and put it away. And a couple of the boys dared you to steal it. You didn't want to, but you did steal it. Right out of her purse when she wasn't looking. Why, Jackie? Why did you do it?
I didn't want to steal it, okay? They dared me. What was I gonna do? I had to. I was a crummy little runt, and they dared me, said I was chicken.
And then, when was it? A year later? They dared you again?
Yeah, they wouldn't leave me alone.
They dared you to go with them and break into a grocery store. What did you steal in the store?
I don't know. Something, anything, it doesn't matter.
But you remember the dare.
Of course I remember the dare.
But you don't even know what you took.
Look, wise guy, whoever you are, whatever you are, if you know so much, how come you don't know the most important thing?
The important thing? And what's that?
I already told you I was a runt, you dummy. I was a pasty-faced, skinny little nobody, and when you want to be in a street gang, you gotta go along with them, whatever they say. You back off, they give you the business. They call you chicken, yella. They know you don't got what it takes.
So you went along, Jackie, and you made me go along too. And you got caught. Not the other boys, you. And you spent 11 months in a reformatory. What did you prove for all that trouble?
Oh, what do you care? Tell me why you're saying all this to me, or shut up! Just shut up!
Oh, knock it off! I'm trying to sleep in here!
Keep your voice down, Jackie.
Why should I?
Because you're not the only person in the world. You can't just think about yourself all the time. There are others.
Look, I want you to level with me now. What are you? No more fancy talk. What's all this alter ego stuff? You read that in a book somewhere?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
All right, you're part of me. I give you that. I ain't dumb, you know.
No, you're not.
You're inside my gut someplace. Well, what are you, a conscience? Is that what you are?
You tell me.
All right, you're a conscience. So what do you got to say about anything? What gave you the right?
I haven't had anything to say about it until now. You never let me out before. But now I've got something to say about it. Oh, boy, do I. I've been waiting a long time.
I never let you out. Oh, that's rich. Well, look, buddy, you ain't got no invitation now. I never asked you to show up, did I? So you can crawl back inside and hole up on your own as far as I'm concerned. Who needs you?
You need me.
I don't need anyone.
You've always needed me.
Yeah, sure.
When you got out of the reformatory, there was a parole officer. Remember him?
What parole officer?
A very decent guy. His name was Moriarty.
Oh, yeah.
He liked kids. Had a bunch of his own. You always got the feeling that when he tried to do things for you and straighten you out, it was because he had kids of his own. And but for the grace of God, you might be one of his.
Jaw. No wonder I kept you locked up inside. You really know how to talk my ear off. You're walking on your lower lip all the time. Well, I still say, who needs you? I'm asking you, what do you want from me?
Don't you know?
No, I don't. I'll tell you what I do know. I gotta go out and do a job. I gotta go knock off some old gleep in a bar on 38th Street, and if I don't do it by 2 a.m., you're gonna be able to take what's left of me and scrape me off of the wall with a spoon and dump me in a cup. I gotta get going. I ain't got much time left.
Correct. You don't have much time at all.
I'm telling you, you better get out of my face, or I'll smash up this mirror, and you'll be all over the floor. I'll do it, too. What's the matter, don't you think I can?
You're not listening to me. You've never had much time. Moriarty tried to help you when you got out of the reform school, but you didn't have time then either.
Get off my back!
You had a moment when you could have listened to him and paid attention in that moment, or you could have done what you did. Join another gang. It was your choice. It was always your choice. And 6 months later, you were in jail again, only this time it was for real, and Moriarty couldn't help you any more than that girl Janie Reardon could.
Janie Reardon? I remember Janie. She was a nice kid.
She was more than that. She was beautiful, inside and out, and she tried her best to set you straight.
What do you know about her?
I loved her, Jackie. Did you know that? I loved Janie Reardon.
You? You love Janie Reardon? Why, you're nothing but a piece of glass. You're me in the mirror. How could you love anybody? How could you love anything?
Oh, I could love. I could love deeply and intensely. I loved her, and I tried to get you too. But you were too busy. You graduated from the street gang. You moved up fast, didn't you?
I sure did.
You got mixed up in an extortion racket, shaking people down, parting them from their hard-earned money. Real sweet. You were a big shot, huh, Jackie? Still trying to prove something. And what did you prove that time?
I proved plenty.
You proved you were the #1 patsy of the world. You were the expert at bag holding. It was 2 years in a penitentiary after that one, wasn't it, Jackie? And when you got out, Janie Reardon had got married to a regular guy and moved away. She walked out of your life, Jackie. Out of our life. You cheated me out of her.
I don't care. I didn't care then and I don't care now. Dames, I can take or leave.
Dames you can take or leave. That's a statement for the press, isn't it? Can I quote you on that? A real fond sentiment. Except for one thing. It isn't true.
You calling me a liar?
You'd love to have a girl, wouldn't you? Somebody sweet and pretty. Somebody who'd stay with you and love you in return and be kind and gentle with you. You could have had that. Maybe you still can. The question is it too late?
Why don't you knock it off? Will you do that? Will you knock it off right now?
If you say so.
What do you want from me? I'm asking you a question. What do you want from me?
Calm down, Jackie. Have a smoke. Here, want one of mine?
Stop blowing it at me. Are you going to answer the question? I'm still waiting.
Well, it's pretty simple, really. I want to take over.
What?
I want to be John Rhodes. I want to be all the instincts you buried inside. I want to be what's left that's still good in you. The decency that you never let show. I want to be the courage you left behind. I want to be all the dreams you ever dreamed but never had the guts to live.
Fat chance, Buster. Big fat chance. I can walk out and grab a sandwich anytime, do anything I want.
Can you?
But you gotta stay in the mirror, and that ain't no statement for the press either. That's the goods. That's the ever-loving goods.
You've had your chance, and look what you did with it. You blew it. Now it's my time, my chance. By the look of things, I'd say you need me to be the man for a while.
Oh, yeah? I don't just talk the talk. I can walk the walk. I can go out and knock off an old man and cut me some nice cabbage for my trouble anytime I want to. And nobody's going to tell Jackie Rhodes what to do or how to act or what to feel, not you or anybody else.
Then why haven't you done it?
What are you talking about? There's still time.
Who's that, Jackie?
How do I know?
Don't you? Are you sure? Or did you forget? Maybe you wanted to forget.
I didn't forget nothing.
Then answer it. Go ahead.
Shut your trap for a minute. Let me think. I gotta think.
You know who it is, don't you, Jackie? Don't you? Go ahead, answer it.
Okay. Yeah, George. Yeah, you just called me on the way out. I was just leaving. Yeah, George. Sure. Honest, I'm on my way out. Sure, George, I know what time it is. I'll see you right here at 2:30. Sure. Sure, George. Yeah, I got it. See you then.
Still think you need the gun, huh?
Sure, I need it. I got a job to do. Get out of my mirror. I want to see how I look.
Doesn't make any difference, Jackie.
Sure it does. Man's got to look sharp. Nobody thinks he's a bum or nothing.
Nice tie. But you don't need that either.
Oh, yeah?
You're not going anywhere.
No.
You know why, Jackie? Because this job of yours, this killing, this last decision in a long line of dirty decisions, this is one I want to make.
Back off.
Jackie.
What?
Look at my face. You know these eyes. I said look.
Okay, I'm looking already.
What do you see? I'm not kidding, you know that. You can tell. I want out now, Jackie. I want to take over. I want to help us. I want to get a decent job and make some friends.
I got a job and I got friends.
Yeah, but what kind?
I got everything I need.
You got nothing, only an ache inside, no friends, and no honor. You're nothing.
Knock it off! Hey! How'd you do that? I told you. It's time for me to come out. Now, what do you think you're doing? Where are you going? I'm going to take care of business. Oh, man, you don't know how good this feels. You can't! You can't do that! I just did, and I'm going to do a whole lot more before the night's over. I'll stop you. Wait! How come I can't get out of this? Mirror? Because that's where you live now. Inside me for a change. Better get used to it, tough guy, just till I get back, okay? See you in a while. 38th and Lex. You know where that is? Yeah, I know. Don't forget the gun. I didn't forget it. But it's right here in front of me on top of the dresser. I don't need it.
Get up, little man. I said get up.
Hi, George.
I'm gonna take your skin off foot by foot.
You are?
Nobody went to the old man's bar tonight, Jackie. Nobody at all.
That right?
That's right. At last report, he was extremely healthy. Thanks to you. Thanks to you, you raunchy little welcher.
Easy, George. Don't get your blood pressure up.
I don't like your attitude. After all I've done for you. Given you another chance. And another. And another. And what do I get in return? No gratitude. Well, you just ran out of chances, buddy boy. Your extra time's all used up. Now I'm gonna take it out of your hide. What do you think of that?
I don't think anything.
You know, Jackie, it's nothing personal. It's just business. I like you. I always liked you. That's why I tried to cut you a break. But now, you think that if you keep your trap shut, I'll forget about it and it'll go away. Is that what you think?
No.
Speak up. I can't hear you. What do you got to say for yourself, Crumb? Huh? What?
What have I got to say for myself, George?
That's right. And make it good.
Very little. I have very, very little to say for myself. Not much at all. Just one sentence. 2 words, really. I resign. That's it, George. I resign.
What? You what?
I said I resign. You know what that means, don't you, George? It means quit. Walk out.
You're not walking anywhere. When I get through with you...
Throw in the towel. Toss in your cards. Retire. I like the sound of that one. Well, that's me. I'm retired as of, let's see, 2:42 a.m.
Why, you...
Oh, you can have your gun back, too. It's right there where you left it on the dresser.
I never figured you to be that much of a sucker, Jackie. Now that I've got my gun back, what do you think I'm going to do with it? Or did you even think that far?
Yeah, I thought about it.
And?
And I figured you'd try to make me eat lead.
Well, you got that much right.
Of course, I took the liberty of removing the bullets first. Guess you want them back now, huh? Well, they're right here in the wastebasket. Here, let me give them to you.
Oh. Good kid. I didn't think you had it in you.
Neither did I.
Come on, Jackie. Let's see what you got.
Why not? I already know what you got, and it's not much. I've seen your kind before, on the playground, in dark alleys, in the joint. You're a bully, George. The kind who pushes little kids around and rolls drunks and knocks over mom-and-pop stores when they're too old and weak to stand up to you. But as soon as somebody does just once, you turn tail and run, don't you? Sure you do, 'cause you're chicken, George. You're the real chicken, otherwise you wouldn't worry about keeping everybody down in case they're stronger than you. You couldn't stand that. You can dish it up, but you sure can't take it.
What are you gonna do now, Jackie? Be the big man on the street? Go ahead. Let's see how long you last.
Oh, I'll last, George. Longer than you, a lot longer. I'll still be alive. I'll be walking around in the park feeding the squirrels while you're doing 25 to life in Sing Sing. That's gonna be tough, George. Real tough for a punk like you. Now get out and don't let me see your sorry face again. And give the desk man what I owe him on your way out, for the time I spent waiting for you in here.
See you in hell, Jackie.
Wrong, my name's not Jackie, it's John. That's Mr. Rhodes to you, and don't forget it. I'm the one who just changed your life permanently for the worse. Hello, desk. This is Jackie. This is John Rhodes. That's right, room 14. I'm checking out. No, for good. I'm not coming back. No, as a matter of fact, nothing is all right. The room is too hot, too small, and too dirty. It's just a thing for bums, but not for me. Hey, Jackie. John. We're John now. That was really slick. You liked it? I saw the whole thing from the mirror. It felt great. It did, didn't it? Well, let's hope we don't ever have to do it again. So, what do we do now? Now? We go look for a real job. We get it together. We stop biting our nails and we start living a life. Oh, and you can come out of there now. Thanks. Ready? I guess so. Then, let's get gone.
Exit Mr. Jackie, make that John Rhodes, age 34, about to carve himself a nicer and more acceptable piece of life. And while we do not offer this story as the norm or the rule, there is a school of thought that says there really are two people in each one of us. And so, for the gentlemen out there, a word to the wise: mind who you're shaving tomorrow morning. If you nick yourself and the mirror yells, ouch, you may have just checked into the Twilight Zone.
We'll return to the Twilight Zone in just a moment.
You are about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land of imagination. Next stop, the Twilight Zone. Hi, this is Stacy Keach. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our Twilight Zone website at twilightzoneradio.com. At twilightzoneradio.com, you'll find the latest information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas, including behind-the-scenes photographs, plus the newest product releases, trivia contests, ways to contact us, other Twilight Zone-related info and merchandise, plus links to other fascinating websites. So make your next stop twilightzoneradio.com.
Visit twilightzoneradio.com to purchase these Twilight Zone radio dramas on cassette and CD, or call toll-free 1-866-989-ZONE. That's 1-866-989-9663.
A Nervous Man in a $4 Room, starring Adam Baldwin with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and based on a script by Rod Serling. Heard in the cast were Turk Muller and Carl Amari. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, Don Longo, the American Forces Radio and Television Service, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Roger Wolski for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.